Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're all doing all right. Hope things are going great. Hope this end of your weekend has been enjoyable and pleasant and full of relaxation, I guess. I guess would be probably the best way to describe it. Yeah, relaxation. Relaxation's what we want out of a weekend. Maybe. Argo, thank you for claiming the first. And also, your belated copy of Codicil the White. Codicil of White, excuse me. The religious holy text of the frost goddess, Oral, I believe. You just started playing 13 yourself recently? Oh, nice! I hope you're enjoying it. I personally find it to be very pleasant, but I understand that that is not a universal opinion, at least. It's a very divisive title, and I see merits to arguments against it. I'm never going to tell someone that they're wrong for not necessarily enjoying it, but I hope everyone gives it a nice fair shake at least. I will say, if the gameplay is what gets you down on it, maybe pick up 13-2 and Lightning Returns. Both very different play styles. One of them might scratch the itch better. Odin was Odin? Yeah! That's kind of an eye-opener fight. The first time you bump into Odin. Don't worry, he gets his in the third game. I've had a doozy of a weekend where I was just kind of like, I don't know. Well, I do know. And, well, at risk of sounding a bit personal, the Friday was the 5th anniversary of me losing my father. So this weekend has been all over the place emotionally because of that. So mostly I've tried to focus on just, we had D&D, that I run a D&D game for some of my family on Saturdays, so we had that. And then we also had just kind of been all over the place. Whenever you need to describe a boss as the name, you know it's either very fun or very hard, no in between. It's true. And Odin, of course, is notorious for that, right? The very first appearance of Odin way back in, what was it, 3? Had it where you had, 4 rounds to beat him, or else he just wiped the party. It was very much a speedrun thing, where it's like, if you're not strong enough to beat him in 4 turns, not gonna happen. So, that's Odin for you. I don't know what else to say. The guy is defined by his brutality and quick kills. He had a World of Darkness game yesterday that got derailed from the plot. Just recently got done with a D&D session. I believe the Karma Tournament is a DPS check. Yeah, but it doesn't really apply when it's turn-based combat. Because damage per second doesn't really mean anything in that sense. I get colloquially it's a DPS check, but the literal definition doesn't work. And that kind of, I feel like there should be something else, a term for that. Damage per turn, then. I guess that would have to be it, a DPT check. You had a World of Darkness game that got derailed from the plot. That seems to be typical. I always have the hard time just trying to keep people on the plot for the most part. Luckily, this group that I've been running for it's my family, and they've all been very good about, experience in take the hint, follow the plot threads. You know, the GM will give us what we need to figure out where we need to go next. And what options, you know, we have. They're not afraid to, like, try something different, like try and break the mold a little bit and try something strange and unusual. Like this last session, they thought to triangulate the position of an island surrounded in fog because they knew that the island was emitting the fog and the fog was magical. So they would go around and make like arcana checks to triangulate the location of the island in the fog. I was impressed. Worked out pretty well. But other than that, I've just been trying to deal with my own emotions this weekend because of everything with, you know, my father and everything like that. We're getting there. I mean, it's harder on my mother because, you know, it's also right next to her birthday, so. You were planning on saving a party member, but you failed in Nightmare Roll, and the DM made your Siamese vampire see another character as their sire. Ooh, he forgot my character swore to kill him next time. Oops. It was a 3v1 with you in the warrior form. Oh, war form. That's, oh man, those little details, right? It's kind of like I had a game where I played in, one of the few times I actually got to be a player, and we had, I wrote a whole thing about my backstory about how, like, to incorporate sword mages into the DM's world. I wrote this whole thing about how we came from a monastery where we trained with sword magic and all sorts of different stuff. But we had a very strict hierarchical rule system and you know, ranks and everything like that. And if you weren't of a right rank, you couldn't use the right sword, that sort of thing. And then he decides, like, oh look, it's you found a dead master from your order. He has a +1 sword. You get to have it. And I'm like, okay, I take it. I sheath it. I never use it and I will return it to the monastery next time I'm in the area because that's where its resting place should be. It's not my sword. It's a master sword. I did not complete mastery before I left the monastery or before my monastery was destroyed. The DM's just sitting there just going like, I'm trying to give you stuff. I'm like, I know, but I'm trying to stay in character. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just, you know, this is a fundamental rule of what we agreed upon when you asked me to write up the backstory. Sorry. Like, this wasn't a I steal from them because that's what my character would do. This is a I, you know, don't use the magical item because that's what my character would do. I feel they're not quite necessarily the same thing. But needless to say, that's one of the many reasons I don't really play as much as I run games. Because I always kind of come up with these moments where I get too invested in the character and it ends up screwing me. I played a gnome once, a gnome artificer, and she was obsessive about her craft. To the point where it ultimately ended up, one of the other party members was trying to, this is when they first met each other, and this is our first introduction to each other, is that they were like trying to figure out what I was doing in the hold of a ship. And I was drawing and like trying to transcribe all of the arcane runes from the magical detonation that was in the room. That they had come down to investigate. So they thought it was me. And they kept asking me, like, what are you doing down here? Who are you? What's all this up with? Everything like that. And I just kept scribbling down notes because they weren't interesting to me. The arcane stuff was interesting me. I was an artificer. This was interesting. So I kept focusing on that. So the gunslinger pulled out his gun and shot me in the back while I was dawdling notes. That's how we met each other. Wonderful. You've also been debating underneath the world you're building if the over-underflow of a spell just mutates into a stronger spell if it rolls over or an underflow and a weaker spell it overflows into a rollover. As opposed to, like, the potential just being lost? Like, the excess, like, magical energy being lost? Instead of overflowing into a stronger version of the spell? I can see the argument and merit being made for both. I would say really kind of... I would say rule it in favor of possibly thought process. Like, if you were to do something like using D&D as a comparison, not to say that your world is built on D&D rules, but just an idea. You have wizards, which are very precise magical scientists, if you will. They would just discard any excess from the intended effect. Whereas, like, a sorcerer is more loosey-goosey with the whole thing and would gladly accept... Like, there's too much magic here. Well, we'll just roll it over into something bigger then. I would say it would be like more of an idea of philosophy rather than like necessarily physics. Very dependent on whether or not the spell was written correctly. Exactly. It would be a matter of like precision. Like you could see like a wizard. Since yours is very much based on, like, I believe you were saying it was, like, a coding-based system. You could have, like, wizards would account for that. They would have parts of their arcane code dump excess memory. Whereas, like, a sorcerer would just have that boil into the effect to their own possible detriment in the long run. Like, you could have that also be a thing where it could too much, and it ends up just blowing up. A bard is taught to write excess of magical effects into a system for... Exactly! It could just be, like, a thing where it's just kind of like, do we just dump that? Do we put that extra magic to use somehow? Do we just pump it right back into the same formula and see where it gets us? There's different thought processes on how to do it. It's the same way you would work with, say, dealing with memory allocation in a code. Not that anyone really has to deal with memory allocation. Like, of course, okay, I say that. I don't do software programming. I do web development programming. You know, I work exclusively in, like, web platforms and frameworks. We never have ever had to bother with trying to manage our memory too much. I mean, except for, like, when it comes to, like, how long it takes to run a SQL command. I'm not going to say that's not a thing people don't have to worry about. I don't know. It might be something if you're working on, like, software, it's still something that's very important to worry about. I wouldn't know. I've never worked in that field. So I'm not going to pretend like I can speak for all software. But yeah. Oh, tonight we do have another Renegade Hydrate, though. This one's a fun one. Those who remember a few weeks ago, we had a Renegade Hydrate in the form of banana cream pie. That I hated, because it was just literally banana puree. I guess I didn't really check the ingredients on this one. This one is a watermelon soda by the same company. Okay, there is some watermelon juice, but it is not the second ingredient that's on the list. It's actually the least. There is more apple juice in this than watermelon juice, apparently. And I don't know what that says about this thing. And it's from concentrate. I don't know what that means either. I mean, I know what concentrate is, but I don't know if that means anything. Contains 3% juice. Yeah, apparently. So, watermelon probiotic soda from the same people who made that lovely banana puree soda. Also, speaking of awkward D&D characters, you're playing an amnesiac dark elf in a world where dark elves really haven't been seen for 4,000 years and are viewed as a boogeyman. Well, that's gotta be awkward. Actually, no. I suppose if it's like to the point where it's if 4,000 years, you really are more equivalent of a myth at that point than like the scary thing, right? You're more of a. I would imagine your character would be more of a curiosity than a source of fear. I mean, at least that's what it seems like it would be to me at 4,000 years, at least. Because I always try and put that in like perspective of like what is things like. What is that time scale for us? And like what that puts it at ancient Greece, maybe the Egyptian Empire is still thriving. Still getting looks from elves and people that know of atrocities dark elves have done. Oh, well, I mean, if the myths and stories of what happened 4,000 years ago aren't positive, that could have a change on the effect, too, I imagine. You know, the chaos orcs that slaughtered billions of people vanished 4,000 years ago, and you just come back. Yeah, you're probably going to get more looks than, like, you know, the tree dryads that have just reappeared and reemerged. Even though in a modern society, I would argue the tree dryads are more dangerous. They're going to be eco-terrorists. Mark my words. And that's not just a stereotype. They're literally trees. And would view logging itself as murder of their own kind. Stuff like that's the reason I love Shadowrun so much. Although Shadowrun's very different in that explanation. Like, elves are elves, but orcs and trolls and stuff are just, you know, genetically modified humans. Because of magic. Like binding and experimenting on spirits, beings that are pretty much close to deities, but not quite. Also, your character would have been the origin, the way dark elves are trapped spirits. Okay. Yeah, no, I could see why you'd still getting some looks. I mean, especially if the other elves are still around. Like, the elves in general, like the rest of elf kind is still in the picture. And they are kind of just going back and forth and everything. You know, they probably don't. I mean, if there are ancient elves, long-living creatures, they probably remember a lot better than the humans do. That being said, shall we crack into the game for the night? Picking up on Chrono Trigger tonight. The much-awaited return to Chrono Trigger after I've been putting it off for weeks and weeks and weeks. My bad. This is entirely my bad. Sundays have been a very rough time for me these past few weeks. So, let's get into it, shall we? Elves lived for about 500 years now in the setting. Elves lost their mortality some time ago with the Dark Elf Fall near the ancient Elven Empire. Still, they're more likely to be aware of what's going on than a human would. I mean, they live 5 times longer. Stories from 4,000 years ago have only had to be passed down through, say, maybe 8 generations versus 10 times that. Oh, right. No, we don't want to do this. Let's run away from Lavos. We don't need to fight Lavos. We tried to fight Lavos last time. That's kind of a fun joke. And we actually did okay, because he apparently scales? I don't know. But welcome back to Chrono Trigger, everybody. As we are getting back to the actual plot. Where does this go? Okay, that's lean square. Okay, yeah, 680. That's where we were headed. Because instead of just fighting Lavos, we're going to try and do it the long way around and just make sure he never comes to be in the first place. Oh, we couldn't have time traveled back a little bit further to when I hadn't opened all these chests yet. You didn't come all this way to look, did you? Surely there's something you'll ought to buy. Nothing that's super useful. Your character was, and technically still is, looking for a way to stop the apocalypse that would stem from something like devouring the stars. She's a star druid. She saw the spirits and the gods not worth their time and energy due to how much of a feeling of being abandoned. Then she needed to help. The stars helped her instead. That makes sense. No, like the fact that it's like, if you're like made a pact with celestial beings like that aren't gods because the gods weren't worth it. Like, I always thought that interesting that people are like, oh, well, I don't really... Can I be an atheist? Like, no. Sort of. You know there are gods, but that doesn't mean you have to worship any of them. I'm guessing I need to go to the bridge. You guys finished the bridge? Just as I was preparing to put the finishing touches on Lean's bell, our king was wounded by Magus's fiends in battle. It's enough to make a man lose his will to work. I hope this bell will ring in an age of peace. It won't. Where are we? I'm trying to remember always, like, where we're going with this whole thing, like... I guess we need to go check on the king since he was injured. Halt! Who goes there? Oh, it's you again. The gods exist, you don't need to worship them or get power from them. Be a cleric of the undead lich Steve. Or of the great Lord Rimuru, demon lord of slimes. Lord Frank! The great hero has appeared from the very pages of legend. He appeared not long ago, then left to meet the king. I thought the king was injured. Sir Cyrus must have sent that boy to us. Greenland will collapse if she does not get some rest. Oh! Frank! Have I grown too old for all this? Is Sir Cyrus nowhere to be found? All our hope rests on the shoulders of that boy who bears the hero's badge. He has gone to the southern continent now to search for the sword that can slay Magus. Nah, Rocky the Great Rock of stoniness. Just a rock with googly eyes. People make believe enough that they get their powers. Ah, yes, I am familiar with Rocky's, like, chief clerics. Syphil and Ollie. That's a deep cut right there, if anyone even remembers that show. Like how once you learn how to get around some of these areas, you never have to actually do fights in them. You have to go south. Our provisions are depleted. Have the supplies not arrived from the castle? We'll starve at this rate. Would that our strength be enough to best the Fiend Lord's army. But alas, our only hope lies with the hero. We sent our order's finest knights to march on the enemy and ensure the hero's safe passage. Can I go past? Would the hero alone truly have the power to defeat an army of fiends? Well, no, but I could... Me? These? I thought those stories of the hero would come bearing the badge no more than a bedtime tale, but now he's come. There's little to do but trust in him. Like in how Crisis Core, most missions, hugging the walls prevents the fights. Yeah! So it's a little bit easier to do in Crisis Core, whereas this, you kind of need to be very precise in like which walls you hug. Like you have to go around those trees. It won't work if you go around the outside. Hey, Docent! Thanks for stopping in! Enjoy the copy of the Omega Report 4, The Terra System. I have to imagine is about some sort of extant localized version of the solar system. I don't know. Fiend Lord has brought his 3 fearsome generals onto the battlefield. His 3 fearsome generals. Alright, Argo. Enjoy lurking in the stacks. Hope you find something good in there. Okay, someone here has food, right? They keep talking about food. What? My brother's larders are nearly empty? Serves him right. Thinking you and with men with their swords are the only ones protecting the kingdom. Enough of that. You are never going to set aside your petty feud. Act like you are a grown man. Act like it. Mind your business. What do you know of it anyway? Rumble rumble. act like he doesn't care, but our master's always worried about the commander. Men are such fools. Those two are really looking for a way to make up, though neither will admit it. Oh, there's a chest here. That just has an ether in it, though. That's not food. I need food. Wait. Auntie, Wheezy, take this for the troops. Obtained spiced jerky. Like 1 piece? I think we could get maybe a little bit more for all of them. And this is for you. Here. A strength capsule. I could see the possibly the troops needing that more than me, but I won't tell them. When you see that fool brother of mine, tell him he had better come back alive. Maybe a crate of jerky? I hope so. Oh no, here, let's see. Is it in the... Oh, you don't have a description. No description. Yeah, let's assume it's a crate of jerky. But I do like the idea of the fact that it's like, the army is starving! Give them 1 Slim Jim. Here. Lord Frank, what is the word? Give him the food? No. The Fiend Lord has sent in reinforcements. It's far too dangerous to let you through. If I give you food, will it still be too dangerous to let me through? Food! He's brought us food! It was my brother? I see. He has saved us all. Okay. Lord Frank, if I should not return alive, give my brother my thanks. Tell him I snapped into the Slim Jim. Oh yeah. What's happening? Pegasus troops have launched their attack. Our defenses will not hold. Your Knights of Guardia, defend the honor of our order and drive the enemy back whence it came. But we're outnumbered. You are all pathetic. Snap into this Slim Jim. Awaken your inner macho man. Very well, my lord. Snap. Oh, and he instantly just died. I'm Ozzy, one of Lord Magus's 3 generals, and to his enemies I grant death. Isn't that right, Sharon? Go, my children, take them to the grave. I don't do a very good Ozzy Osbourne at all. Fire World then. Nerdy needs the most healing. Maybe because of that craziness. Oh, did you just run away? Is that... Why are we getting victory stuff?
Huh, stronger than I thought.
Wait up already.
Seems I misjudged you the first time, but I won't do that twice. Slay them all.
I just don't get why he has an ability called Wind Slash. Oh! That healed them! Well, shoot. I guess that didn't do anything really for us. I guess it's not surprising we can't, like, hypnotize skeletons. So is it fire? No, it can't be fire because we used Fire Whirl on them. So it had to have been the ice component that was healing them. Can I cast Cure on them? I might be able. Let me try. Can I cast... Nope. Game will not even let you cast Cure on non-allies. Good thought, though. Yeah, if I remember right, the original Chrono Trigger is a little hand-holdy when it comes to that sort of thing. Stop it, Ozzy! There we go. Ozzy's in a pickle.
That's it. This time you're finished. I mean it.
Like, isn't it about time you gave up? Mess with Frank? You'll be sorry. A scary, spooky skeleton! It's sending shivers down my spine!
Go, Zombor! Crush Lord Magus's enemies!
Well, at least it's taking better damage than... Okay, so bottom, weak to fire. Top, absorbs fire. Is top weak to ice? Yes. Oh. It's entirely possible that I may have underestimated him? Oh yeah, we still have to give him food and all that stuff. Give him the food. Oof, indeed. I'm also wondering if, like, when we did that whirl attack, if he was doing retaliatory fire breaths. I mean, on the plus side, now we have a much better idea of what we're dealing with here. Wonder if we can get him to run away early. Doesn't look like it. Case, let's just keep it going, like trying to keep everyone healed up here. Only 4 damage. And then we'll do a big heal for everybody here. What? I thought he would for sure run away. In the meantime, let's... Strength capsule, Frank. Now we're gonna have 3 skeletons we're gonna have to deal with. And Ozzy.
I'm the Lord of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness.
Whatever.
So physical attacks are just useless on them, it looks like. Ice heals skeletons. Unless he's just a jerk. You are going to use flamethrower. You two are going to do an aura whirl and heal the entire party. Oh, Frank leveled up again. Items. Alright, now we got everyone leveled up. Can I, like... Oh, there's no quick save. It'd be nice, because if I die again, then I don't have to do the whole bridge over again. But I guess that's not an option. Zombor attempt 2! Activate! Flamethrower lower half. Ice the top half? That's a heck of an attack. Actually, yeah, after that, let's do an aura whirl. Get back everyone's HP from that, because that was like an all-out ouch fest. We're just gonna assume that if we take out his legs, that's not gonna really do much like, on its own. Blood? Oh. Death. These aren't good things. I don't like any of these. We maybe like have like cheese. Bunnies. I guess we're just gonna have to attack because fire isn't gonna do anything on him. What the heck was that? I mean, on the least side, he's not doing the giant, like, massive AoE thing. Oh. Why did he steal all my MP just before he died? What was that gonna do for him? I guess if we killed the top first, he would be, like, down MP. Wait, where'd Ozzy go? Rude. I mean, it kind of was. Oh. The game crashed. That was rude. One sec, let me get the game back up. I feel like this keeps happening for some reason. I swear if it makes us do that whole fight over again, I'm going to be ticked, though. No! Oh, God. Bastard game. The game itself was just kind of like, I have no idea how you beat that boss. You must have cheated. No. Cretin. Yeah, Lozzie, blah, blah, blah. Why did we just... I wanted to attack the skeleton. Okay, so the skeletons also will go with lightning. Well, that should speed things up a little bit. Ice doesn't seem to want to do it. Actually, I mean, we'll just try it on one that we're not going to necessarily... That's fresh. Maybe the antipode grenade caused problems, but... Yeah, no. It was just the antipode grenade that was causing problems. Let's look at the silver lining here. We are really good. We're getting really good at, like, how to do this one bridge fight section. I mean, look how fast that was. We already got all the way back to Zombor. Now all we need is for the rest of the game to be just this same bridge section over and over and over again. Which, considering it just keeps it crashed as soon as we got done with it last time, might be the case. Oops, what did I just do? Not what I wanted. We'll just aura world and heal everybody. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was like, that's gonna end up healing. Gra! Do you think that's Zombor saying gra or like nerdy shouting that in pain? Okay, so lightning also messes with that one. Ice is good. Throw potions? I don't know at this point. Keeps doing that. Come on! Item. I think it's Athenian water. I think Athenian. Yeah, Athenian water is the Phoenix down in this one. How has Frank burned through so much of his MP, and the other two have not? Are his stuff just... Okay, that's it. Steel Buster. We got him. We got him. Got him. Clap. Clap, 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 clap. Applause. Applause. We did it. Now, what we have learned is that as soon as we step outside onto the world map, we save. Yes. Now we will never have to do that again because we will have saved and we can come back to our save. The hero has come at last. Then I suppose it's only a matter of time before the epic battle begins. The epic rap battle? Welcome, what can I do for you? Alright, well, nothing really... the Elder's house. This is Dorino is the name of this town. I guess? Pray, the end of the world is at hand. Lady? I am from 400 years in the future. I can definitively tell you it is not.
Many people visit inns. If you're searching for someone, inns are a fine place to ask. Did you know that whirlwind energy will dissipate if it's hit with a wind slash? Nature has a way of balancing things out.
Because you're slashing wind. As much as having this in the background and talking is, you sadly must be off, and see you next time. We'll see you, Argo. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Always love having you here.
The tales of the legendary Masamune sleep deep within the Donaradaro Mountains. They say a terrible beast rests there as well, guarding the blade.
Are the rumors true? Is the Fiend Lord's army truly closing in? They walked right past you guys, apparently. Well, the mythical hero has appeared, so I'm sure we'll be alright. A lot of money on this hero.
Want to hear something interesting? The Denadaro Mountains to the east are filled with monsters called Ogons that wield huge hammers, but burn their weapons and their pussycats.
Magus is trying to summon a terrible evil. If he succeeds, there will be no quarter for us. We'll all perish. That's why I keep hiding in the bottom of this mug. Wow. Greetings, this is the Dorino Inn. It'll cost you 50G per night, if you please. No, thanks. Have you met the hero already? No. Oh, I haven't met him either. I wonder what the champion of the world looks like. I'm so thrilled to see. A great swordsmith of long ago forged a masterwork blade called something or other Moony. No one alive today has the skill to make a sword to rival it. I am so calling it the something or other Moony from now on.
The item I seek is the mythical rainbow shell. There's some money to cover your expenses. You'll have the rest when you retrieved it. I'm counting on you, Toma.
Worry not. They don't call me the legendary explorer without reason. I will not disappoint.
I'll be waiting for good news.
Well, now that business here is settled, I could go have a drink for the road.
With the rainbow shell, we can make prismatic armor to guard against magic. Yet I worry I may have misplaced my trust in that young man. He claims to be a great explorer. But was I right to believe him?
Hey, Gold Saucer! Heck yeah, Chrono Trigger's a banger. This game's just pure fun.
This house belongs to the Doradino's village elder. What unusual garb you wear. Are you outlanders? Have you come fleeing Magus's fiends too?
Miss how they used to make games? They still make games like this. They're just not the big games. You gotta look into like the indie spaces and like the double A tier games, and you'll find stuff like this. Like, I mean, I've heard good things about that. What is it? The Millennium of Elliot or whatever it is that just came out. And then Ocean of Stars was supposed to be a very Chrono Trigger-like game. Wait, I already went in here. Maybe you're looking in the wrong places then? Yeah, I mean, it's just about finding where they're at. You just can't look for them in, like, the big releases anymore. Those do their own spectacle thing. Square Enix even still puts out games that are like in their middle tier release schedule that tend to really kind of scratch that itch, at least for me.
Mother says I'm not to play outside because it's dangerous with all the monsters. I'm bored.
Well, here, play with a sword. You're playing RE9 now? How's RE9? It looks like it's really kind of fun, but I've only seen a little bit of it. Okay, so Elder is definitely not here. Oh, here's where Poor is. There's the magic cave. And those are the Denodoros. It's your first playthrough. It's intense but good. Well, that's good to hear. Really captures the vibe of the OG first 3 games. Oh, I mean, that's what you would kind of want, hopefully, because I gave up on him after 5 came out, really, and I don't think I played him again until 7, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is a lot. Miss stuff like this, the good old overworld map. You know, the interesting thing about the overworld map I keep noticing is the fact that it's like it's very different in the sense that there are no encounters on the overworld map to this. And I can't think of too many old school RPGs where there are just no encounters or anything on the overworld map. You didn't care for the 7 and 8, the first person stuff? I guess that's fair. I mean, I remember them being very well received, but I guess it is a very stark comparison if you're a bigger fan of the old stuff.
My husband Marco hasn't returned from the war, but we planted and tended to these woods together, so I mean to do my best to protect them until he returns.
I'm sure you won't become important later on, Fiona. Right here. The Cursed Woods. You like the first 4? But wasn't 8 kind of just like more of 4? At least that's what everybody else kind of said. I didn't play it myself, but I also never played 4, so... Yay, strength capsule. I'm just robbing the shop.
I'm afraid my brother will hurt himself.
Probably. I don't even have enough to get like one set of armor for everybody. I have enough to get one golden suit. Some of the old RPGs, holy crap, there's encounters every 5 steps, it feels like. There were areas in the dungeons of Final Fantasy 1 that were programmed to give you an encounter every step. But only in like certain sections. They're like the wrong way to go. But if you went down like one certain side path, every step was programmed to throw an encounter at you. We found some of them by accident. Tata's house.
My own son, the legendary hero. Seems I sired myself a champion. Can't say I truly see it, but then again, suppose I had a question good fortune. Father of the hero. I like the ring of it.
Lilith, thank you for checking out a book. Hope you enjoyed the copy of the Enchiridion, the Manual of Heroes. Lurking? Okay. 8 has vampires and werewolves. It's a fine game, but shouldn't have been called RE. that's fair. But I mean, the old REs had like giant snakes and frog people, right? Seems like they had to throw a few names or references in RE8 to make connections. Okay. Who's upstairs?
My grandson is the great hero. That's from my side of the family.
Yeah, no one's questioning this. Everyone's just going to take advantage of it and try and make a buck off of it. That seems to make sense. Double. That's just your opinion, and that's fair. But, I mean, you are fair to have an opinion on it. I mean, if you don't think that kind of vibed with the whole thing, you thought it was a different genre, I'm not a place to say at all. I've barely played the Resident Evil series. I don't tend to do horror games in general. So I have less of room to have an opinion than you do, I would say.
A place known as the Magic Cave lies east of the Denardoro Mountains. That place will send chills down a man's spine.
Boxes besides the bed have been handed down through this family for generations. Not the slightest inkling what's in them. You can find a way to open them, they're yours. Hey, does anyone know where the hero is? Like, if they didn't say the names and no one told you it was Resident Evil, you wouldn't know. I guess that's fair. Until, like, I guess the connections don't even become, like, relevant until, what, 9/10 of the way through the game when you find, like, Miranda's lab. And then you're like, oh, okay, so yeah, I guess it is a Resident Evil game. But still a decent game, though, loved by many. That 90s banger town music. I can't believe that naughty little urchin Tata is the legendary hero. But where? Have you heard about the Magic Cave? The one east of Denadoro Mountains. I hear it'll give you a chill down your spine. I saw a sheer rock wall there as part of the castle gate, and then a host of fiends strolled right up in. Best leave Magus and his cronies to their own devices, though, unless you want trouble.
I can't believe the legendary hero is a boy from this village. Have you heard the latest?
No?
Well, let me be the one to tell you. The legendary hero is from our village.
Oh, is that what the latest is? Well, I guess, yes, I did hear that, because you said it, the sentence before.
A strange monster came in here not long past, mumbling about Queen Lean and this and Macy Mooney that. Sure was an ugly frog, man.
That sounds vaguely familiar. Can you tell me where he went?
No.
Well, time to start just guessing, right? A lot of frogs in these here woods. Aha! Got the magic scarf.
Who's there? Ah, Frank, what brings you here? Come to practice your swordplay.
Good to see you, Jose. I forgot I named you Jose.
What? His Majesty, wounded. I see. There's naught I can do, pray forgive me, but I'd like to be alone.
I am no hero. There's naught I can do to help. How did you get all this furniture down here? Like... You have plates. You have dining ware. On top of the fact you have three chairs, despite the fact you're the only one down here. You get guests? Anew! Oh, stop that, you bad boy. Oh, stop that, you bad boy. Oh, stop that, you... You know what they say, the world began in new and it will end in new. I'm not sure the physics on that works. Frog blows up its belly and all of a sudden crushes you with it like it's a bowling ball. Like it's gaining size, not mass. Very cartoon logic. I expect realism from my video game about time traveling. Oh, you're like half the price of the other towns in. Oh, yep, that's Magic Cave. Let's see. We have Magic Scarf, which just ups magic. Sure, we'll give that to her. And I've got pretty much the best of anything we could possibly get right now. Yeah, hedgehog. A big old hedgehog. With a big old round hedgehog belly.
This is a terrible place. You guys run away while you can.
Well, you're the one. Are you the ones who are supposed to burn away the hammers of? Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. So just get the ones without the hammer out of the way. that one down. I don't think I ever actually knew about the burning the hammer thing. I mean, granted, it's been better part of over a decade. The better part of over a decade. A sentence that makes perfect sense. But yeah, I've better part of over a decade since I've played this last, so... Here, you missed me. I feel bad. So I will let you, you know, get a swing in on me. Now, how do I get back to the entrance? Ninja bird? You know, I remember the fact that this whole game was supposed to be conceived of based off of people's, the designers and artists' dreams. But sometimes you see stuff like Ninja Bird and you go, okay, now it's starting to get silly. A golden helm. Oh. So they can't wear the golden helm for some reason. There's an auto battle? That's handy to know. Where did that get added? That should take care of Firebird, Ninja Bird. Okay, so there's a path there and there's a path down there. Okay, this one just goes straight to a little treasure chest, so that's good. I was really hoping not to have to go too far to figure out which one was the right one. You chucking rocks at me, bird? Huh? I have to say, I really like the idea of the fact that, you know, it's like, by the way, if you have to use fire abilities on them to have them burn away their giant wooden hammers, which drops their defense and attack to, like, nothing. Like, that's a clever mechanic to just have on regular random enemies. Know why we're going up this mountain? Like, I know this is where supposedly the legendary sword is. Why do we want the legendary sword? No one told us we needed it. Like, I figured we would need the badge from the kid for the hero thing. Oh, screw you, bird! Not you, ninja bird, but the other bird with the bell. Someone had to have trained that bird to do that, is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure. There's a path there. Ah! Oh. Good news, we found a treasure. That has a silver stud. I don't know what that is. Reduces MP consumption by half. Oh! I will take that. Better question now. How do I get out of here? Oh. Okay, what does the silver earring do? Boosts max HP by 25%. That's a big difference. Well, actually, it might not be in this case. It's 60. So, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, a bit different. There's something right there? Seems like there is. Oops. Well, I don't know. It could have sent me somewhere else different. I have no idea. Hey, treasure chest. Gotta get the treasure chest. As Lunar would say, treasure goblin. What? What? I can't even see how much damage I'm doing to them because it's all beneath our HP bars. Alright, they're dead. That's fine.
Dingling?
It's a ding-a-ling! Can you ding-a-ling bing? Bet you can't bring all that ding-a-fun. It's a ding-a-ton! Heck?
Oh, they're so nice.
This is what I mean when I say it feels like this entire thing is just a fever dream. Which I guess it is, because that's the story behind its development, but still, like... Was there no editor in the game? Like, did no one have to sign off on anything? It was just, I dreamt this, and it's like, okay, that makes the cut.
This is such a nice view.
Oh yeah, I got another... I have 2 strength capsules. Put them all into Frank. This chapter is called Tata and the Frog, which... I mean, yes, I understand why. He's Tata, he's the frog, but at the same time... Ah! Well, let's stay in on the side where we can hit you. So is this not a cave I can go in? Okay, that was weird.
I'm the wind. Whoos. Hey, don't go up there. Did you come to take it? The Masamune. I thought so. 1 second, okay? Oh, big brother! Where are you, Massa? What is it, Mooney? Not again. So you thought you'd make a name for yourself as hero in grabbing the Masamune, did you? What a buffoon. Humans are all the same, aren't they? It's how you use the sword that's important, not just that you have the strongest one.
But the steel has been folded 600 times. That means good. I asked the guy at the katana store at the mall. I asked him how he knew that. He said, I watched Highlander.
What should we do? The usual test? The usual. Test them. Might as well give them the chance to entertain us for a while. Alright, here we go. Whoosh!
Whoa. Well, that should at least somewhat fix her. Aura Whirl. I mean, it still seems like magic is the best option. Oh, never mind. She's... I mean, the real question is, if we take down one of them, will they still be able to do it, or will it enrage? Oh, that's not the one to confuse. No, don't confuse him.
Hey, Masa, these ones are pretty tough. No one's lasted this long since Cyrus. What should we do? We fight them for real, of course. Alrighty, this is it. No more games.
Can I heal first?
With Masa's bravery and Mune's brains.
And the Potara earrings!
We are ugly!
Well, that's interesting. That's a unique battle music. Ow. Lightning, oddly enough, not as effective on this one as the other two elements that we have. Whoa. That was a big ol' hit. We're just gonna have to keep healing on this one. Just kind of keep it up. Be nerdy to burn away their stats. Keep going with this, we should be able to just kind of... Vacuum wave. Is this what that other thing was? Yes. I'm glad we held off and we're just kind of waiting to see if it happened. Didn't say something about like using wind slash on enemies that were defensive against wind or something? Did that do anything to him? Storing whirlwind energy. Okay. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to do, is cut him through with this. Did it say he was storing it again? Oh, shoot. Ugh. So close. Let's see if anyone lives through it. Those two do. That's something. You know, I will take that. But at this point, he is just hitting me for like half of my entire, like, almost bring me down with every hit. We got everyone back up and topped off. Shoot. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Dang! Dang! Oh, man! That was rough. That was rough. Because it started to get to the point where he was hitting me for like 80 plus a hit. And it was just too much to keep up with the healing and everything like that. And what killed it is Chrono ran out of MP. So I couldn't knock away his vacuum thing. So maybe, what does it take to do 2 MP? And 2 MP to do with a wind slash. Trying to think if there's anything like equipment wise we can maybe do to I can boost his max HP. That'll give him over 300 HP to help him survive some of those things. I was hoping I could come up with something that was like a little bit more... Like, the sight scope's not going to help us here. We don't see what their HP is if they're a boss. Only regular monsters are going to help, are going to be affected by sight scope. So there's no reason keeping sight scope on Nerdy. So maybe upping Nerdy's magic? Guardian Bangle, which will up stamina, which will help increase damage resist and defense. We're gonna set it on wait for the battle system, because some of those were like getting to us while I was flipping through things. I'm like, no. So we only need to take out one of them. When they're split forms. And then they're just gonna, they essentially do the cross thing as a retaliation regardless. Well, that doesn't matter because she's going to get confused. Use a mid potion on him. Thank good you can't aim for crap, Cindy. And now we gotta do them in their big form. Their big ugly form. Big ugly dumb form. Their big ugly dumb form that I don't really care for. Wish I knew how much health this thing had. Alright, there's the storing wind. So we interrupted that. Expecting him to start doing it again here in a second. There it goes. Smacking him. There it is, storing wind energy. So really this fight's more about like standing here waiting, interrupting his big attack. And then just making sure you heal through all of his punches, because... because those hit like a truck. Like I said, it's like half of your HP just in one hit. This fight has a lot more strategy than I actually remember. There! We finally did it! Jeez! I don't remember that fight being that insanely complicated or hard. Maybe it's because I grinded more or something like in previous playthroughs. Maybe that's what I should do in this one. Maybe I should grind some before, you know, we move on. But... they beat us, NASA! That was fun. Don't be calling someone else massa. That's just offensive on many levels. You think they'll fix us? Will they find our proper owner? Yes, it'll be all right. Wait, you're broken? All that and you were already broken? What the heck? So, this is the Massa Moon. It looks like it's been broken for ages. Tame the broken Massa Moon. Allow me. We'll ride the wind to the base of the mountain. Good luck to you. Oh, wait, before we do anything. Save. Last thing we want is just to like crash on us all of a sudden and be like, oh, sorry. Have to do that whole fight again. Forgive me. Truth be told, I plucked the badge from the floor of the tavern. Some besotted froggish fellow dropped it as he stumbled out. I thought to sell it, see, but then everyone was calling me the hero when they saw it. I didn't know what to go on with it. But it's too much for me, this hero business. I've had enough. You can have the badge. Oh, what was I thinking? I knew it'd turn out to be something like this. I ought to seen it sooner. Listen to him. Who do you think was going around bragging to everybody he raised the hero? Oh, letting myself get all swept up. I should have been looking out for me boy. Well, from now on, I'll make sure we both stay our feet on the ground for his dear departed mom's sake. I'm just upstairs. Ah, it's almost like I can still hear her spirit with us now. Well, let's go show Frog the sword and the badge and the... Maybe he'll... Maybe that'll make him feel better? I don't know. I don't know what was really making him sad, so I don't really necessarily know what I can do here.
You've returned? That badge! I see. You found the seal of the Spanish kings. Unfortunately, I'm Egyptian. There's naught I can do against the Fiend Lord. To fight him would require the legendary Masamune. Which is, it matters little. Even if I had the blade, I've no right to wield it. Please, leave me be.
A broken sword hilt? Is this part of the Masamune? It's engraved with archaic letters. I think I can make it out. Let's see. If found, return to Melchior. Melchior? A guy from Medina? What does this mean, Frank?
There are none alive who can mend the Masamune.
But, where? Okay, so where is Melchior in... So Melchior, despite not being born yet, is... the only one who knows how to fix it? I guess? What? I don't know. Seems weird, really. I mean, who made it if none alive can fix it? Well, I guess our next lead is to go back to modern day times. Hi guys. You have fun without us? Okay, bye. No, I don't want to go to Truce Canyon. Sure, I'll go to Lean Square 1000. Although wait, should I be able to go straight to Medina from here? Because it was connected to the dome in 2300. Mystic Mountains and 65 million, no. Yes. I thought there was one here that went there. What's up, guys? Just us stepping through your kitchen again. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, you're back again. Come to see my What is that sword doing here?
It said that if we found it, we should return it to you. Can you fix it for us so we can have it back? Why would your name be engraved on that sword?
That is a fantastic bit of musical foreshadowing. Like, if it's your first time playing, you would have no idea what that song playing means. And yet, to those who know, it's a huge clue as to what's going on and who Melchior is.
That is a very long story. But that is the story you came to hear, is it not?
Of course. Tell us about the Masamune. Can you reforge it?
I could, were it possible for us to get our hands on some dreamstone from which the sword was originally made.
Dreamstone? Did they have that at Forever 24? Oh my god.
It's nowhere to be found anymore. It was a glittering red stone, once valued even more than gold. Unfortunately, a long time ago, even longer than you could imagine. Well, let's just say I doubt you'll ever find any. But if you should, I'd be more than happy to repair the Masamune. Keep it with you until then. Would you like to buy something?
Was all of this just a pitch to get us to buy stuff from you?
I'm not saying no.
I mean, do you have a book on, like, where you would find Dreamstone? No, I don't think we ever went here. Nope, as evidenced by the fact that all these treasures are still sealed there. Yep. That is a weird pyramid. I kind of want there to be like a sign in front of it. Like the weird glowy pyramid that just says like a sign that says never forget.
Dreamstone? Yes, I remember that word. It's an incredibly ancient material, if I recall. Have you considered searching for some in the prehistoric era?
No, because we didn't know it was that old. Why would we have considered that? The rare red rock. Well, fortunately, we have a portal here that goes back to the prehistoric era. Which is convenient, really.
Those things, they're all green and scaly. What are those?
Whoa. I wasn't expecting that level of damage with that. But again, if they're lizard people, I mean, I expect the cold would affect them quite a bit. Cindy learned Cure.
We're outnumbered.
What should we do, Frank? Oh, you guys can't see this for some reason. It cut to an anime cutscene. So essentially all the dinosaurs are all gathered around, and then Ayla jumps in, the cave woman, and she starts beating them all up. Yeah, this. I have no idea why. I didn't no idea why it's not showing the anime cutscenes on the capture. Goodness, she's tough.
Who is that?
Uh-oh. They're coming our way. Yeah, I'll have to investigate and see if I can figure out a way to make sure it captures those cutscenes, but... Like, what do you want? Back? Frank!
You strong. What name? Frank name? Good name. Me?
Alright, what are we naming Ayla? We really get 5 characters. I mean, I was thinking like Uki. Because Cave Woman. What else can we name her? Maybe go with... like She-Ra? We could go with the clear Dragon Ball influence with Akira Toriyama doing the art and do this. Of course, OG Dragon Ball. Didn't watch Dragon Ball? Who dis? No, I think we'll just go with Bonky. Bonky! Because there's Bonk the Caveman from back all on like the TurboGrafx 16. And I for imply female Bonky? Female Bonk? Bonky? I don't know. Seems like a good idea. Why does it not let me... There it goes. Bunky. Me Bunky. Bunky like strong man. So Bunky like Frank. Get away from her, Frank. Because she's yelling at Frank.
Looks like somebody's got a new friend.
You strong too. Bunky like strong person. Man, woman, both like. Bunky is very progressive. Bunky believes in bi-representation. Oh dear. I'm not... Not what, nerdy? Not a lesbian? I doubt. Not into it? I doubt. So what are you not? Try me. Frank, where from? How can we explain? Where from the way after the day after tomorrow? So after New York gets frozen? You funny. Bunky like funny person. It's no use. You come village. Talk, eat, dance, drink, fun! We'd love to, but we're looking for some dream stone right now. Stone? Stone everywhere. Here, there, village. Bunky give you many, many stone. Ioka village this way. Follow Bunky. You got a berserker ring. Wow, these things are tough. Let's see if the dinosaur theory, well, the lizard theory holds up here. I mean, 400 damage on him. Mammals! These ones don't think mountains look nice, I guess. I don't know. They look like a weird cross between like a Furby, a Monchichi, and a Labubu. And they're doing a dance around a rock. This is the earliest version of mountains are nice. That's the Ioka hut. That's the Ioka hut. More Ioka over here. That's the meeting grounds. Chief hut. Ayla or Bunky, you chief? Good, Frank, come. Night soon. Finish ready for a party. Frank, this way. Listen, Bonky, we make new friend. Strongman Frank. Frank friend Cindy, nerdy. I'm just realizing that I'm adding an I to the end of all the female names. That was not intentional. But it is funny. Ooga! Now, dance babonga! Drink, eat, drink, dance, sing, babonga! Good music! We want passed down many, many generations. You not Ioka person. Why Bonky give party? Strange. Kino nice guy. Why Bonky no like Kino? Ooga booga munga meeple, dance with the wind people. Come on, Frank, let's have fun. Oh, should I or shouldn't I? I can't eat or drink. Can't leave. This is wonderful, isn't it, Frank? I think I'll dance too. Come on, Frank, let's dance. The YX, RBB, and LB dance. Dance and dance and ooga booga. Dun, 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 dun. There is no point to this, but it is fun. Like one of them's just headbanging. And spinning is a good trick. Let's try that. Frank, you've got to try some of this. What's that? You are a man? A mouse. Drink it in one go. Alright, another cup, why not? It's not like anything bad came from drinking too much of one thing. Frank, try drink. This only special time drink. Good drink, named Skull Smash. Next day, skull like smash. Ioka Village, fight Reptite. Leader name Azala. Azala, very smart. All in Ioka Village fight. No fight person, go to Laruba Village. Always run from Reptite, always hide.
no nowhere village. Azala want to destroy Ioka, Laruba, both. But Bonky no lose. Only when Bonky dead, Sponky stop fight. No more talk that. Today meet Frank. Good day. Eat, drink, dance, sing. Frank, red rock. Look for? This red rock? Rare red rock. Have rock, mean strong person. Bonky most strong Ioka village, so Bonky rock. Bonky do rock. Rock hard. Frank want? Frank challenge Bonky. Win? Bonky give. Frank challenge Bonky? Yes. Bonky go! Get more skull smash! Party now, so drink. Frank and Bonky have battle.
Just realize we also call him Frankie, like with as if he had an I at the end. Everyone just has an I at the end of their name. Everyone. Except for Jose. In R2D4. They have implied eyes.
We start now. Mash A many time.
I can mash A. I'm good at mashing. Mashing is something I can do. I don't know how many I've got.
Frank drink good. Drink one more to strong Frank. Maybe too much drink. My head. I did what last night? Liar. Oh, my head does hurt like this. Come on in, Frank. Wasn't last night fun? I can't believe we did that. Sometimes, Frank, you are such a beast. What? I was talking about the dancing. What were you talking about? Hey, where did those footprints come from? It's gone. The gate key is gone. The thief must have left these prints. Without the key, we're stuck here forever. This is bad. We have to go see Bonky. This is a snort. This is a snort. This is a snort. Oh. Frank early wake. Ugh.
I relate to that, Bonky.
Too much skull smash. Sorry to wake you, but someone stole something important from us while we were asleep. What? Stole? Must be Reptite. Frank, go with Bonky. We find bad Reptite. Who else come?
Well, generally probably Cindy because she's the only one that can heal.
Maybe village person C. We go ask Frank come. Ugh.
She runs on all fours. Oh, you come see me. What you have? Bang pedal horn feather? Give me 6, 3 each, 2 kind. I give you good strong thing. What you give me? You have no thing. No thing, no trade. Bang pedal horn feather. 6 each.
6. 3 each, 2 kind. Okay. Me see reptites. Come from meeting grounds. Go south. Forest maze.
Where Kino? No see all day. Neglect chore. Children days. Too occupied. Looking at stone tablets all day.
Western forest maze. Scary place. Many monster. Many paths. Chief, be careful.
Well, that's the forest maze. Assumes that that is where probably we need to go ultimately. Those are the Mystic Mountains. Trying to see if there's anything else anywhere else. Dactyl nest. It crashed again. Why? Why is this game so crashy? I mean, at least it still just leaves us here.
Kino, what you do? Say now.
Kino, sorry, Bunky. Kino, take Frank stuff.
Why take?
Kino like Bunky best. Bunky say like Frank. Kino mad. Kino nice guy. Why Bunky like jerk like Frank? Ow. Bunky, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can, if you prefer, but you don't have to.
Kino know why Bunky hit?
Bunky no like Kino.
No, Bunky like Kino best. So Bunky no want Kino do bad thing. Bad thing, not good. Bad. That's why bad thing.
Bunky. Kino sorry, Bunky. Kino sorry, Frank.
Give thing back, Frank.
No have, Reptites take.
Reptite? Where Reptite go?
Run trees there.
Bunky go. Kino go back village. Bunky gone. Kino protect Ioka.
Okay, Bunky.
Kino man. Bunky die. Bunky have baby. Kino chief. So if you die or you have a baby, then he becomes the chief. Or if you die and have a baby after you die, then he becomes the chief. I hate to say it, you're actually confusing me.
Bunky.
Follow Reptite, Frank. Get Frank thing.
Oh, there's like vines.
Oh, jeez. These guys have like 400 HP. And they change colors. Speaking of, maybe we should... Ugh, got like next to no... Is it just... Oh, okay. Like, is it just you? Bonky learned Kiss. I mean, good for Bonky, especially if Bonky want to have baby with Kino. Probably useful to know. The flying monkey. Like a legit flying monkey. It also appears to have antlers, so I don't really count that part. Like how there's Athenian water in the prehistoric age, like... Kind of like, oh man, I went back to ancient Rome, got this bottle of Evian. Okay, so we have a shelter. That's nice. Good that even in 65 million BC, they had the concept of camping gear. Wonder if they also had Coleman. And the graphics on this make it very hard to tell where anything is. Because it looks like, honestly, it looks like in parts where like the sprites themselves appear to be broken. Like right here. Could you tell me if this is like what this is at all? Well, we got through the force maze though. Footprints follow. I love how self-evident some of these chapters are. They're just very clear and precise. Well, that's going to be about it for us tonight. Just kind of wrapping it up, having a good time. Made it all the way to the reptite layer of 65 million BC, which I think is good progress. Of course, we'll be back with more Chrono Trigger in 2 weeks from tonight. Next Sunday, we'll be doing Slay the Princess, starting that. A game that I have been told in no certain manner I have to see. Or I have to play. No idea what it's about, no idea anything. I'm completely in the dark. I've avoided spoilers up until now, so we're going to have fun with that. Of course, Tuesday, we'll be back here again. We're playing more Final Fantasy 13 as we're going through it. We just got our Lassie powers, and now we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on and what our focus is, and everyone's kind of angry and ticked off. And, you know, that's fair. You know, if I was in the similar situation, I think it's reasonable to be kind of ticked off. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who tuned in, whether you were lurking, whether you were chatting, whether you were just hanging out, or you were here for the whole stream. You guys are amazing, and I want to thank you so much. Also, if you're checking us out on the VOD, I'm aware that you guys tune in. That's awesome. I always appreciate seeing the VOD numbers. You guys are always hanging out and doing stuff. Thumbs up to you. So, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thanks for stopping in. For those of you on Twitch, let's see if we can pay a visit to anybody and raid out to someone. Let's see here. We follow. Well, Lunactic is doing some book reading. Interesting. They're reading a light novel on stream. Yeah, sure, let's go play a visit to Lunactic. Hope you all have a great week ahead of you. And I will see you all next time on Tuesday for Final Fantasy 13. You guys have fun and be respectful.